Call him the ride.
Go ahead, put it on real tight. I hope you brought your best tonight. They say they got the fireworks, yeah, they say they got the show. Here around the chutes, you're the best, so let's go.
This is Texas Toast. I'm your host, Miss Helen. Kick back and enjoy as we toast the best from Texas. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Texas Toast podcast with Miss Helen, along with, well, first of all, let me just say hello and welcome, Jeff Canada. I've been waiting for this for a long time, and you're no stranger to the podcast because we met at Christmas.
Yeah, we did with Trent Cowie.
Yes, it was such a pleasure meeting you. We had a really good time, and that was the what was it? Toy Drive Jam? Yeah, that was the name of it. And so we did like a little pre-recorded podcast. And so Jeff came along, and I think I ended up calling you the Scrooge at one time. You were so much fun. And I really did. We hadn't met. That was like our first meeting. But after we got through with all that, it was just so enjoyable visiting with you because we share that passion for fishing. And Jeff and I started talking, and he's fished some of the same spots that I fish here. And so, man, you're just all around good guy. And I'm so happy you're on the podcast.
Does fishing make me a good guy? Is that how that works?
Well, I fish with a lot of guys and not all of them are good. It was just your warm spirit and that smile that you have as well. And so let's talk about your other good stuff that you are a master at, and that is your music. And so you've got a lot of things coming up. I want to talk about some of your songs that actually stood out for me, but let's talk about big news just dropping. You have a new single out in April called Back to Texas, which I've listened to and I'm in love with it.
Yeah, and I'm super stoked for this song. I think it might be the best song I've ever written as far as most complete song. And then the musicians on it are phenomenal. Jody Bartula from the Cody Johnson Band played fiddle on it. Brian South from Scooter Brown Band played guitar. Walter Cross on drums. Just star-studded musicians on it. Super, super stoked for everybody to hear this song.
Me too, because it's a good one. And then having to wait all the way for April. But I know that you have like this text line set up to kind of prepare for this. So you want to talk about that? I found that really interesting, and it's no scam, y'all.
Yeah, I have a text line. I don't know what the number is, so I can't say it on here, but
that's fine.
You can find it on my Facebook or Instagram. Yeah, anyone who is on there got a sneak peek of the song last night, as well as an announcement about where we're releasing a live album in July. And so we're having a live release party for that. And so they got a sneak peek Back to Texas, and then they got an advanced ticket link to go ahead and get the tickets to the show. And I'm not going to announce where it's at just yet. I'm going to announce it on Friday. So
that's super cool. So your new album, what will be the name of it? Is it named yet? Does the baby have a name?
I think it's going to be called Hurtin' Again.
Okay.
Trying to stick with the whole thing, the whole vibe with Wishing Well, and it's kind of a part 2 of Wishing Well. I'm really looking forward to it. It's got some cool songs. We still haven't written. We've only gotten about 5 of the songs written, so we're looking to write 21 to 25 songs in the next probably 20 weeks or so, and then get it out.
Wow, you're going to be busy, and plus you do a lot of shows.
Yeah, I do. I don't play near as much as I used to play. That's for sure. Like maybe 3 days a week now. I used to play 7, 8 shows a week. So it's a different ball game now, but the shows are cool. That's for sure.
So you have some great music. We're going to talk about the music. Let's talk about your background. So I know Splendora is your hometown, grew up there, and and do you start playing at a young age?
I started playing guitar when I was probably like 15. I don't think I had my first gig till I was about 18 or 19, really. Just messing around, and I was not good. It was not good.
Really?
No, it was bad. The first album I released under another band name is I go back and listen to it sometimes, and it's horrible, and I hope it never gets released anywhere.
Well, sometimes you have to do those things that get you where you're going, right?
Oh, for sure. I mean, even just back as 2020, the recording of Wishing Well, I'll go back and listen to that versus the stuff we're getting out now and the production and just how far we've come. It's pretty amazing. So I try to learn something new with every song, every day, really, and just put that towards the art.
Just a few of the songs that I picked that I like in your library. I really like Blame It On Me. I think we've all been in that place before.
Yeah, you know what's funny is I've kind of wrote that as kind of a you know, shot at my hometown and the people that like to talk smack there. But it's funny, multiple people have come back with different where it relates to them on a total different level. So it's pretty cool when you can put out a song and get that many different reactions from it. I think. So.
Yes. And another song I liked was Take a Ride. That's just right in my kind of wheelhouse.
Oh, Ride With Me. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
you
one,
could tell when I was, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's Ride With Me.
that's the biggest one. I mean, that's so far that's our most streamed song. It's the biggest video. Everything, that's our closer when we play festivals and all that stuff. It's pretty much everybody's favorite song right now. That one and Monsters are the two
Monsters, yes.
Yeah.
That was on my list also.
If we can get back to Texas to blow both those songs out of the water, then that's good. That's what we're hoping.
That's wonderful. So just looking back in your musical career, who were some of like your biggest cheerleaders or the people that really inspired you to keep moving forward?
Man, on one hand, I didn't really have many supporters as far as cheerleaders go. I didn't get a lot of support from my family and that sort of stuff at an earlier age. Later on in life, once some success started happening, then of course they come around. But my ex-wife, definitely my current girlfriend, Candace, she's phenomenal. She's such a huge support to me and support to the whole scene. Really, she loves live music. She loves all the musicians around town. She shares her stuff. She spreads the love. So she's a huge supporter of us. And my kids, both of my kids just love what I do. That's pretty much my little brother has come around big time and has started really helping me out on some stuff. And so I definitely have a huge support group now, but it wasn't always that way, I don't think.
Really?
Yeah, but that's okay. Made me fight harder for where I'm at.
Yes. So when did you see that you really I guess like in any career, but especially in music, there's a lot of musicians that, you're doing it. Like you said, you can tell a difference when you listen to your music now. When did you feel like you really progressed and things just started clicking for you, and why?
Well, I mean, 2018 was like the worst year of my life. It was just hit after hit after hit after hit. So Wishing Well, my first record, I released in 2020 was kind of like a therapy record for me. And I had no desire whatsoever to go past putting that record out and throwing one party. That was it. Before that, I was just playing in cover bars and playing 4-hour shows and not really pushing a brand. And then we were able to sell out Do-Si Do Big Barn here in town for that release party, which was 450 people. And I was like, oh, maybe I have something. And so then I started really, really, really started pushing, and we've been just nonstop pushing as hard as we can. I've pretty much sacrificed everything I have, my entire life savings, other people's life savings. There's a lot that has been put into, I eat, sleep, breathe this every day. I wake up. This is all I have. There's no plan B. It's this or nothing really. So it's all clicking right now. But definitely around November of 2020 is when everything started really clicking for me, for sure.
Well, we're going to be cheering you on. I know you're going to do great. I can't wait to hear the new album based on what I already heard from Back to Texas. Let me ask you a question. So you're Jeff Canada and the Honeybirds. Sure. Tell me, that just always, I'm like, okay, now I get to talk to you about it. What's the Honeybirds?
So, what I wanted to do is I kind of wanted to give my band more of an ownership role in what we're doing. And so, and obviously I needed to come up with a name for that. And I was kind of messing around with some different stuff and the birds and the bees and kind of that whole vibe. And I don't know, just settled on Honeybirds. I did a lot of Google research and checking out if there was anything doing, and nobody has anything like that. And I just think that whole name just speaks to what we do. It's just, we're kind of carefree, flow with the wind, just a little bit naughty, a little bit nice, just I don't know. I'll play off birds and bees really is what is where the Honeybirds came from. But it's just, I just think it fits really good. Jeff Canada, the Honeybirds. I'm not sure why, but everybody seems to like it. So we're going to run with it.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. So tell me about some of your band members.
Yeah, so I have Eris Weatherby. I just hired him from San Diego, California. He's a 27-year-old kid, and he is phenomenal on guitar. He's a phenomenal showman. I've been looking for somebody like him for like 2 years. So he fell in my lap thanks to Peyton Howie. Peyton Howie played with him whenever she was in California, and so I got him. And then I got Lincoln Love or Lincoln Langford. He was the original drummer and brother of Folk Family Revival, and so he's with us now. He's doing great. And then we just hired a guy named Brian Wandra, and we're giving him a little trial run to see how he works out. My longtime bass player Philip, who's my best friend on the whole planet, who just retired from AT&T, decided that he was not up for the road life, so
Oh,
he's doing those shows and stuff. And I support him fully. He's one of my best friends on the whole planet. I miss having him on stage with us, but I'm super proud of what he's doing. And that's pretty much the band. I mean, we have a keyboard player, Jeremy Schwanke, that sets in from time to time with us, and that's pretty much it as far as the band goes.
so I guess y'all
But
are together a lot, practicing and getting ready also for your sets.
yeah, I mean, we practice quite a bit. We just have fun. We're not too serious about it. There's a lot of bands out there that are super serious about it, and they want everything to be right. We just want to get on stage and play shows for people. And you know, what I've come to realize in this business when you play these festivals a lot is nothing's ever right. It's always messed up. So you just kind of have a. What I love about my band is they like me. They just have like a just go with that attitude. If something messes up, it messes up. We just have to go with it, and that's cool. Nothing's worse than being on stage with somebody that's stressed out. And so, yeah, the band really helps me out on that too because I'm the most tight wound of all of them, I think.
Yeah, I love that. Just rolling with things because I used to be bad about stressing over the little things. And now it's just like, and it always works out. It,
Always.
you always get to the finish line and it's always okay. And then there's just no reason for any drama in between, right?
Right. I mean, that's the way it is. I mean, and a prime example, I just played a festival with Carson Jeffrey and Giovanni Higher Guns, and
Oh,
and also the Hooser brothers. And after between the Hooser brothers set and Giovanni and Carson Jeffrey set, they had some sound issues, and none of the bands lost it. We all just hung out and had a good time and went with it. And it was the best festival I've been a part of. It was so great. Everybody was just so chill, and that's my atmosphere. I don't like
yes.
all that stuff, but it's not for me.
You were in super good company with those, especially Gio. He's such a jewel. He's
Well, it was cool because all the bands watched each other's sets. Everybody hung out. Nobody left. It wasn't any of that stuff. Where people rolling in and rolling out. It was everybody was there. We all stayed. Everybody was there before gates. Nobody left until a good 2 hours after gates. So it was just a great, great festival. Great guys, all of them.
yeah. And you know what makes it good too is the Texas country fans are such awesome men and women and children and families and the fans that come to the shows to see. It's like they're just they're rolling with it also.
Yeah, and they're my people. Like that, it's to me
Hmm.
all about the fans. And I'm not saying that to be cliche. Like when I get to a festival, most of the time, by the time I take a stage, my voice is already shot because I'm out partying with the fans and hanging out and having a good time. And um, they're the ones that allow me to do this on this level. And I will always love them, and they'll always be the biggest part of my journey. Always, nobody
Yes.
else is than them.
Yes. Well, everybody loves Jeff. You're just kind of that guy. Like when I met you the first time, and but I just remember us standing there, and it was like literally, I think I just finally had to say, okay, we have to stop this conversation about fishing because if we don't, I could go on, and I think you could too. And the only thing one of the things you're on my mind a lot because we were talking about your situation with the whole motion sickness that you used to never get, and that just bothers me. I think about it every time I get on the boat. I think about you.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up fishing. I don't fish at all anymore. I mean, my girlfriend loves to fish, but we just don't. I mean, time, and then also, if I get on a boat, if something starts moving, it just doesn't matter. I just get sick. So I was talking to somebody that they told me I need to go get some stuff checked out. So I'll probably go do that and see if maybe
Yeah.
there's.
Keep me updated because I think about seriously. I am not joking with you on that. Like I think about it a lot and think, oh, that's just so bad. We got to figure this out. So get it
Yeah,
figured out.
I wanted to go down to the bay fishing last week, and I was like, nope, no. Mm-mm.
I know. And when Jeff and I were talking, I was even like, well, we could like drive you out real quick to a waiting spot. And you were like, that might work, but maybe not so much.
Well, the worst part is, you go out there on a boat and you're with other people and you don't want to ruin their time, and you go out there and you get sick. So I just decided to just not even risk it.
See, there again. That's why everybody loves you, Jeff.
Well, not everybody loves me, but the cool people do.
Yeah. Well, we're looking forward to the new album, be keeping up with that. And everybody can check your social media out. I know you're active on that, and they can find the text number to get on the text line and figure out all the stuff about the album release party. And we're going to be rooting and tooting it for you, Jeff Canada. I have never said that on the podcast. Don't even ask me why I said that.
That's fine. And that text line, you're definitely really talking to me. My girlfriend does have access to it, along with somebody else on my management team, but they usually don't answer. It's usually me. I'm very, very active on social media. So if you message me, I'm the one that you talk to most of the time. So
yes. All right. Well, looking forward to all the great things ahead. Thank you so much, Jeff Canada.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, don't forget JeffCanadaSucks.com.
With a heavy tongue, she knew where I was from. As she left, I dared to say, well, you can go